it's supposed to feel. How it's supposed to
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Brooklyn Bulls expansion draft-only franchise here on Madden 23. And I just want to take a quick look at where the team stands heading into year two, where I think we look good, or where I think we need to maybe look to scout ahead of, next year's draft. I know it's way too early to look at next year's draft, but just kind of want to give an idea of where I think the team stands. Offensively, the two biggest names that we got in the offseason are David Cooper and, is it Sean Cheeks? Spencer Cheeks, that's right. Got a couple of big additions at the offensive line, desperately needed it. Left tackle especially, that was, one of the, maybe it was like the second or third biggest need, I think, on this team that I had going into the offseason. So super happy we were able to get him here. Spencer Cheeks is a guy that we got in the fourth round. 76 overall is awesome. Of course, he is not without his faults. He's very heavily, a pass protecting lineman, which I don't love for my interior offensive line. Also has really bad impact block. Well, his impact block isn't terrible, but his lead block is terrible. His injury and stamina is really low as well. So I don't know if he's going to be a long-term piece of the future, but for at least the next couple of years, I imagine he will be a starter along this offensive line. And then, the rest of the offensive line will remain the same. In terms of who I feel like confident in will be long-term starters, you have Hall, you have Ramirez, and you have Cooper. Confident Hall will remain at tackle, Ramirez will remain at center. Cooper, I feel like, has some versatility to maybe move inside if we find, a really sick tackle prospect later. As for tight end, we remain the same as we were last year. Justice Bowman, he's a solid player, nothing spectacular, not great in the run block, not great athletically, but solid player. Behind him, we don't really have much on this team. So tight end 2 is something that I'll be looking at in, the mid to late rounds for this next draft, I would imagine. Wide receiver, still have the two studs, Deacon Burgess. Super happy to have him as kind of the focal point of this entire offense. Johnny Lovelock is kind of a high volume third down chain mover in the slot. Love him in that role. Still feel like we're missing another deep threat. Drafted Howard this year to maybe fill that role. Really undersized and not a great player yet. Still needs to develop. He could eventually take over that role. I just don't think he's ready for it in his rookie season. He will be our punt returner, though. He has, 89 kick return and 97 speed. As for running back, didn't make any changes there either. I was pretty satisfied with what we got last year. I like where our power back room is at. We have Rashad Grimes and Wilcox. I like Grimes as a starter and Wilcox as a backup. I think long term we could upgrade over Lovelock and Gray as our two third down backs. But the spot that is in the most in limbo by far on this offense, if not this entire team, in fact, I will say it, on this entire team, is quarterback. The biggest decision we made, I think, in this past offseason was not drafting quarterback. Wanted to give Eli Palmer another shot at it. He has the physical traits to be a starting quarterback. And so I wanted to give him a second year to try to figure out if he can become that for us. I feel like we have an offense around him that can succeed if he can step up and do the job that I feel like he is capable of. He just hasn't shown it yet at an NFL level. Defensively, we improved a lot on the defense from last year. I just remember last year after the draft, we had Rakeem McKinney as a star, Kurt Baines as a star, and John Atkinson. and nobody else. Everything else was normal. We ended up finding Godfrey as a UDFA, who was a star, but now he's up to superstar. McKinney's up to superstar, and we added 4 additional hidden depth players, along with Benjamin Gore also getting up to star. In terms of long term, I really like where we're at with Rakeem McKinney and Cole Byers. 360 pounds on him. Love him as a nose tackle. Benjamin Gore, I don't think is a long-term starter. He is in the 70s and has a star dev, but just he has some pretty severe physical limitations in terms of athleticism. And then Jermaine Bryant behind him is just normal dev. I think he's a little bit better athletically, but normal dev player, and just hovering around 70 overall. Cornerback, I really like where we're at corner. Goodrich and John Atkinson on the outside, love that. Godfrey on the inside, love that. I think corner is our strongest position on the team. I don't imagine we'll be drafting a corner ahead of like round 4 any time soon in this franchise. Here we have, linebacker core. I think we're pretty good here as well. Caleb Richardson, big get, coming in with 84 power moves. He was the #1 overall pick in the draft. Already up to 80 overall. We drafted him as a 78, but he got a camp breakout scenario that gave him +5 tackle, which apparently improved his overall by 2. Kurt Banks, was arguably, it was between him and McKinney on who was our best defender last year. I think they both put up really, really good seasons. Ingram, I think long-term projects as kind of like our 3rd linebacker. So would love to get, another linebacker here in the next draft class or 2. James, not great overall wise, but does come in with 78 power moves. And as a guy who really is probably only going to be playing for us in the base package and not in our sub packages, I'm fine with that. Safety, one of the weaker positions on the team. Neither of these guys really made many plays for us last year. I still kind of hopeful for Jesse Byers just because he's still just 22 years old, 72 overall. Duron Foote, who's already 24 years old, just 70 overall. I don't know if he has much chance to be a long-term player for this squad. In terms of where that leaves us overall wise, that puts us at a 77 offense and a 76 defense. Still probably the worst roster in the league overall wise, but I feel like the bones are there. You're starting to see how this team is going to shape up in terms of where it's going to be long term. Still a couple of big pieces away, but a lot of our long-term pieces are now on the roster, and you love to see it. In terms of a season goal this year, I think we could maybe push up to 7 wins here in year 2. I don't think that's out of the question, so that will be our goal for this year. We have a camp standout scenario, like I said here, with Caleb Richardson. Unfortunately, that ruins the intrigue on to what his dev trade is, because only star dev players get these. So we know he's going to be star dev. We know he's ready for this breakout. Get 2+ combined sacks and TFLs this week. Hopefully we can get that done. Going against the Commanders, who signed Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback in the offseason. That was a fun thing to see. Opening day keys. I think, with all of the additions we made in the offseason on defense, let's try to highlight the defense today. I want to see them stuff the run. We made 3 big additions in the front 7. I want to see that result in us being able to stop the run better than we did last year. Let's get into the weekly strategy here for this week 1. Jalen Hurts, X Factor quarterback. Brian Robinson is their running back. I think we're going to try to stop them in the run game just to go along with our weekly game plan. And for us, I also want to try to establish the run. They have a very, very good defensive line. Man, we have so many good players. It's hard to know who to put here because you don't want to leave out a guy like Dennis James. We're going to put him here. The fact that we're not putting focus scouting into a superstar offensive lineman at 22 years old is just rough. I just need to not draft as well. You know what? I think we'll take it off Spencer Cheeks. Like I said, I don't know if he's a long-term starter for us. And we'll put it back on Taylor Ramirez here. There we go. I feel better about this alignment here. I wish I would have realized that I like this better in preseason because, that's 4 weeks of the focus training that I didn't have the way I wanted it. But that's fine. Looks like we will be injury-free heading into week 1 of this year. Let's get some upgrades going here with Taylor Ramirez to start off. Needs just a little bit of finesse until he's in the greens everywhere, and he should get there. I guess pass block itself is still 75. David Cooper already with his first upgrade points. Needs to be power. His pass block power needs to be a lot better than where it is currently. He gets 1 to that pass block power only. Wish it was a little bit more, but his strength is nice as well. Darquez Denard is one of our mentors. And in terms of the last thing I want to do before we get into this game, as we will be playing this first game, is we can reveal a depth trait here with 25 points. We have exactly enough after the preseason. And not going to do it for Caleb Von Richardson. We already know it's star. I want to see if Danny Goodrich has superstar or X Factor, or if we drafted a couple really sick players that just both happen to unfortunately be star at the top of this draft. I am hopeful that Danny Goodrich will be superstar. Let's see if he is. Just star development. Okay, so it looks like we will remain with just one confirmed superstar at least. Dennis James and Cole Byers. Still hopeful that one of these guys can pull out a superstar. We can get a third player with abilities on the defense. But, that's all I have prior to this week 1 game. So let's get into it. Going to be at the Washington Commanders Stadium this time around. FedEx Field. That's right. That's the name of it. Don't get to start the season in front of our hometown fans, unfortunately, but this is, the time where Eli Palmer's really got to start proving himself. I've already set the scouts for this year. Tier 3, going to be quarterback scouts. Until he can prove to me that he's, capable of being this team's leader, we're going to assume that he's not. Let's get a quick preview of this Commanders team. Jalen Hurts coming in at 92 overall at age 26. 90 speed. I didn't know they had increased his speed by that much. I'm kind of learning some of his ratings here. Obviously, dangerous quarterback we have to look out for. Brian Robinson, 85 overall at the age of 25. He's good. Naheem Himes behind him. Terry McLaurin still balling out there. Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel as well. Really solid receiving core with some speed on him. Tyler Higbee, maybe a little bit weaker here at tight end. Charles Leno is a decent left tackle. Normal, a decent left guard. Roulier, a decent center. Trey Turner, a decent right guard. Cosme, a decent tackle. Very solid. No incredible linemen, but no true weaknesses either. The defensive line is where you start to see the incredible players. Chase Young here at 92 overall. Montez Sweat at 86. And then Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. This defensive line could cause us some problems here in this game, despite the fact that we put in some effort to make our offensive line better this year. They have Amani Spears as off-ball linebacker, a good young player. Cole Holcomb, a solid middle linebacker, and Jamin Davis as well. Kendall Fuller, good corner. Rookie Virgil Majetti here was their number 1, our first round pick, I should say. Rocky Sin as well. Xavier McKinney is on this team. Pretty good player, but also pretty slow. And then Cam Kroll, once again, pretty good player, but also pretty slow. And that is this Commanders team. Defense has forced 2 early incompletions here, and we have brought up a 3rd and 10 quickly. And that's a completion over the middle to Terry McLaurin, just right at the sticks. Will be enough for a Commanders first down. From the 31 now. Give to Brian Robinson is stopped in the backfield by Rakeem McKinney, reigning defensive rookie of the year and newly appointed superstar player. Another 3rd and long opportunity here for the defense to get off the field. And instead, it's a completion over the middle to Jahan Dotson. He was wide open, got free of Clayton Godfrey. A couple of 3rd and long conversions here early for Washington. From the 47. Hurts will throw towards Dotson and complete. John Atkinson gets stiff-armed, and that's a 1st down once again for the Commanders. Jalen Hurts is starting to get comfortable. Commanders need just 1 here. 6-man pressure, doesn't get home, and that's a completion to Terry McLaurin for 1st down yardage. Alert! Jalen Hurts, plenty of time. Still plenty of time, and eventually throws to McLaurin, shakes past 2 tacklers, and gets into the end zone. The Commanders will start the season off with a touchdown. Had a couple chances to get off the field, we just couldn't get it done. Looking a screen here on 2nd and 3. We will throw to Lovelock. He's got blockers, and he's got room on the outside. Tries to spin inside, does not work, but he's got a 1st down, and more for Brooklyn. 2nd and 11. Layering it deep downfield to Johnny Lovelock, who makes the catch. Beautiful throw, beautiful route, and a beautiful play altogether. Holding penalty backs us up to a 1st and 20. And rolling out is Palmer. He's just going to take off. He's got room, and he will gain 13 yards on the play. We've given each of our running backs a carry, and they've each lost a yard with it. So early running game not looking great for us. Over the middle to Lovelock on 3rd down, and he makes the catch again. Been a heavy dose of Lovelock early in this one, and he's coming through. On 2nd and 2, let's see if we can't start running the ball a little bit here. Grimes will get the carry, and he will pick up the 1st down yardage. Pick up about 5 or 6. Gets us a 1st and goal. From the 8, we have 1st and goal. And we're going to step up in the pocket with Palmer, and he fumbles the ball at the goal line. Will be kneeled down at the 1, tried to run for the touchdown. Fumbles the ball, Cam Curl with the hits. And we get stopped 1 yard short of pay dirt. 2nd and 10. Going to commit run here, and we're going to get the safety with it. Saw the tight end in motion. We know what's coming when that happens. The first score of the year will be a safety by the defense. And that kick will go out of bounds on the swing punch. And we'll get the ball to the 40. Play action look on 2nd and 10. Trying to fit it over the middle to Burgess, who makes the catch downfield and gets us 18 yards. Palmer's been pretty good to start this game. 2nd and 9 here. Light box, going to switch to the run. And Lovelock, shaking past some tackles, will get 1st down yardage. Great run by him. Sets us up just outside the 20. 25 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Deacon Burgess underneath will make the catch and will gain 9 of those yards. 1 yard out on 3rd down. We're going to try to hit Burgess, and that was just not... I was hoping he would come back on that back route a little bit earlier. What I envisioned on that play was not what ended up happening. 4th and 1. They want us to go for it from the 12. I am inclined to listen. 12 yards out. Can we pick up the conversion? Gonna go to Lovelock here. He makes the catch in traffic for the touchdown. Brooklyn will take the lead to start quarter number 2. On the 35. That's a wide open man underneath. That's Higbee, who will gain another 1st down. Jalen Hurts has been very comfortable in this game. Big package here, 22 personnel for the Commanders. They will run out of it, and Brian Robinson has some space. Got cut up in traffic there, stiff arms a man, and Deron Foot tackles him, but not until he gets all the way down to the 10. Nobody in the backfield with Hurts on this 1st and goal. Plenty of time for Hurts. He has a million years to throw. He's going to take off, and we whip. I whip one. Oh, that's a Hurts touchdown. No. Tried to hit stick and couldn't do it. I whiffed so hard. Commanders retake the lead. Need 5 here on 3rd down. Don't want to give the ball right back to Washington here. That might be a beautiful throw. Just not quite enough under it to get it to Deacon Burgess, and we will be forced to punt. 2nd and 7 here. Throw 2. Higbee is open, and we can't get a tackle on him. He is trotting down the sideline into full territory. Hurts has been dissecting us like we're not even there. 3rd and 9. Can we get off the field? That's a drop by Jahan Dotson. He had not very much space, but enough to make the play. Washington will come out and try to extend their lead with a field goal. And the field goal is up and just hooks right. Kevin Pierre-Louis injured for us on the play, one of our mentors. Quick 3rd and 10 here. Tried to get some plays to Deacon Burgess, and it didn't work. We're going to try to haul him in here, and he makes the grab in traffic. A beautiful play. 1st down for Brooklyn. 2nd and 7, going to fake the run. Throw a quick out to Burgess here. He makes the grab for 1st down yardage. Looking for Grimes here on the 2nd. From the 21, I should say. He is trucking past people. A nice run by him. His best of the day for a gain of 8. See if 3rd time's a charm. And it will be. Russell Lovelock will pick up the 1st down yardage and put us 1st and goal at the 8. Commanders playing us tough here. It is 3rd and goal from the 8. Gonna try to hit Lovelock. He is past the goal line. His 2nd touchdown of the day. Beautiful job creating space on the underneath route, and the lead is back with the Bulls. From the 29, 2nd and 6. Quick throw underneath to Curtis Samuel. Gets up near 1st down yardage. They are running quickly here. Want to go back to Higbee, and they find him up past the 45-yard line. Trey Turner, their guard, injured on the play. From the 46. That's a man wide open downfield. That's Terry McLaurin. Beats Godfrey. And there's where you see the athletic limitations. A deep corner out to McLaurin. He just doesn't have the speed to keep up. Big play for the Commanders, and they are in scoring range. Over the middle to Jahan Dotson. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This lead has been going back and forth all game long. 21-16 Commanders. From the 19, after a not so great return, we hit Deacon Burgess, who gets up near midfield instantly. Thought he was going to be able to hit that gap for a touchdown for a second. Beautiful play. And gives us a chance to score before this happens. 46 seconds left from the 46. Gonna try to hit Bowman here. He's open for 1st down yards and more. Tiptoeing up the sideline to the 36. Nobody's over Deacon Burgess here. We're just gonna streak him and try to hit him quickly here. He gets up to the 15-yard line. Called the 14. We'll take our 2nd timeout. 35 seconds left, 14 yards out. Going for a corner route to Bowman. He's open, and he makes the catch. With 30 seconds left in the half, we retake the lead. This has been an absolute just shootout here in half number 1. Both offenses playing quite well. Told Eli Palmer he needed to step up, and he's had his best game of his career, no doubt. Has a man open, and that's Curtis Samuel. Shakes past the man, and he's racing. No! What is this first half, dude? Oh my gosh. The lead is back in the Commander's hands. We'll start here at the 24. And that's a give to Grimes, and he is up for first down yardage. Good start for that, second half. He's had 10-plus yard rushes on each of his last 2 runs. Going to stick with the ground for Russell Lovelock here. He's got tons of room, gets a block, and he just doesn't quite have the speed to get to the outside and score that one. But beautiful run to start his half. Commanders have tightened up here after we've gone past midfield. 3rd and 10. Trying to hit. Burgess, he makes the grab and puts us in the red zone. Nice piston catch on 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Going to the air. Plenty of time. In the back of the end zone for Burgess, and it's incomplete. They want us to go for it. We will. Down 5, 4th and 1. We're going for it. In fact, I'm going to check the run. It's been working for us this drive. Need it to work once more, but it doesn't. Montez Sweat obliterates David Cooper, and we get stopped on 4th and 1. From the 10, 2nd and 8. Got a free rusher towards Hurts, but it doesn't matter because there's a man wide open out of the backfield. That's Nyheim Hines. Gets the Commanders to the 28-yard line. 28 yards out. We're going to bring some pressure on Hurts. And just no matter what we do, he is just carving us apart. 2nd and inches. Brian Robinson will get first down yardage. 41 yards to start this play. And that's a beautiful throw from Hurts to Jahan Dotson. And man, this defense can't stop this quarterback. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. Goodrich was right there, but couldn't quite make the play. 3rd and 6. That's 2 Nyheim Hines. I knew that was going to happen. I tried to bring the safety over. If you're lined up in man coverage, don't be across the field. Go to that side of the field. From the 12, 2nd and 4. And it's going to be picked up by Goodrich. He's got 97 speed. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to go all the way in his career debut. Pick 6 on Jalen Hurts. Just about the only time we've been able to stop him this entire game. The massive play will give Brooklyn the lead back here in quarter number 3. Beautiful jump on the routes. And yeah, once you see all that green grass ahead of him with that 97 speed, there's just no way he is getting stopped. From the 42. Hurts spins into a sack by Dennis Allen. His first career sack coming here in the 3rd quarter. Beautiful spin move. Jalen Hurts rolls right into the waiting arms of Dennis Allen. Gonna stick in man coverage here. Hurts rolls into a sack. Caleb Richardson gets his first career sack on Jalen Hurts. Defense starting to step it up here in quarter number 3. Starting this drive on the ground with Rashad Grimes. He gets some good blocking and gets almost 10. Let's see if we can't get a quick throw out. It will be to Holloman, who gains first down yardage and more up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 9. And we're going to take a sack. Didn't like any of my options. Tried to throw it last minute, but by then it was too late. Chase Young drops us for a loss of 11 yards. Trevor Young just never had a chance. We dropped back too far, I think. 3rd and 21. Hitting Deacon Burgess. We have a flag. That might be a late hit on Eli Palmer. If it is, that is huge.
Personal foul.
And it is a roughing the passer. Would have been 4th down. Chase Young wanted that sack number 2. Got there too late. 3rd and 3. Don't love my options. Gonna try to throw it away, but they won't let me. It's gonna be another sack. Montez Sweat that time. 3rd and 8. Can the defense get another stop? They've been clutch to start that in this half, I should say. Jalen Hurts has all day to throw. Eventually runs out. Caleb Richardson on the pressure. We will force another commander punt. Empty formation to start this drive. Trying to hit Burgess. He makes the catch. Risky play there, but it works out for us. Maybe because Xavier McKinney's slow. In Washington Commander territory already. Gonna try to hit Lovelock here, and no catch, but there's a flag. Could be pass interference, and it will be. Risky throw by me because the defensive back had outside leverage. I just trust my playmakers. Put in a 3rd and long here. Can we get a conversion? Very much need one here. Gonna try to hit piece of grass, apparently. Not a great throw there by Palmer. Forces us into a field goal situation here with Matias. Field goal is up, and it is good. No doubt about it. Right down the middle. And now the Commanders will need a touchdown to take this lead.
Ready?
Defense has stiffened up a ton here in half number 2. 12 personnel look for the Commanders on 3rd and 5. The catch is made. Byers was there, but just missed the pass lane. 1st down, Washington. 2nd and 5. 12 personnel look for Washington. They double team Byers. He gets through it, but he just dives onto the ground. That was my bad. 1st down, Washington. And that's a nice TFL. Caleb Richardson blows that run up. Beautiful play by the number 1 overall pick. Richardson with a nice win. Pressure surge. Forces the throw away. And they're gonna punt. Caleb Richardson almost single-handedly stopped this drive.
Here we go, set.
We're going to try to come out and pick up this conversion on 3rd and 6. Going to snap this with as few seconds as we can remaining. I tried to loft it over the linebacker. What is this game, dude? That's not a pick 6. Why is that a bullet, dude? I'm barely tapping that button, and it's just a rocket of a throw. The window for a touch pass is too small in Madden 23. You have to literally... Oh my god. You have to literally, like, barely press the button. If you do anything more than that, you're rocketing the pass in this game. Oh my gosh. Defense basically has to not allow a 1st down here. Gonna run command up the middle to Robinson. He will get stopped in the backfield. We'll call our 1st time out. 3rd and 5. Trying to bring some pressure on Hurts. It's picked up perfectly, and it's a touchdown, Commanders. It's incredible how good a 5-man protection blocks a 6-man pressure in this game. Still just under 2 minutes here to take this game back. But we got to get going here. Johnny Lovelock will pick up the first down to start. Good start. 2nd and 3, 1:11 left. Trying to go downfield to Lovelock. He makes the grab to the 25. We'll call timeout number 2. Beautiful throw and catch downfield to Johnny Lovelock. Now 1:05 left from the 26. Going to Burgess towards the end zone. He makes the grab to the 1. We will not call timeout here.
Ready, set.
Going to snap the ball with 1 second left on the timer. Try to hit Deacon Burgess in the end zone. He makes the catch. And with 18 seconds left, we are within 2 points. Touchdown, Deacon Burgess. Wow, this game has been so crazy. We're a 2-point conversion away from tying.
Ready.
Gonna try to hit Deacon Burgess on a quick slant here. Hope it works, and it does! This game is tied with 18 seconds remaining. Clutch, clutch, clutch drive from Lovelock, Burgess, and Palmer. 3rd and 2, 5 seconds left. Should be the last play of regulation. Hurts does not have the arm strength to get this into the end zone. We're just going to go towards the corner, and that's going to be incomplete. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime. In overtime, the Commanders will receive the ball first. So time for the defense to make a stop here in a game that has been tough to make stops. Much better job in the second half, I will say. Both defenses have a touchdown in this game. What an awesome, awesome game. It's been a ton of fun.
Here we go.
But now it's time to come out and try to get this win. Jalen Hurts has time to throw, has a man wide open in the flats. That's Brian Robinson. He'll gain 9. 3rd and 1 now. 2 tight ends in the game. It's a play action, and Rakeem McKinney gets to Jalen Hurts in the backfield. Big time 3rd down stop. And we have a chance to go out and win this game. Going to the run to start overtime. We got a big hole for Grimes. Can't stiff arm past a man, but a big run to start our overtime period. 2nd and 9 now. Feeling the pressure, we chuck it, and it was not a catchable ball. Tough 3rd and 9 here. Can we pick up the conversion? Who? Bowman, he was open, but the throw wasn't there. We have to punt. Not a good time to start throwing these Eli Palmer inaccurate balls here.
Let's go now.
Terrible punt. It lets the Commanders come at the 23. I've never had a punt that bad. I super misjudged that. I don't know what happened.
I'm not flying.
That's a completion to John Hodgson downfield. Goodrich left him open. And the Commanders are at the 42. 2nd and 5, 2 tight ends in the game. Brian Robertson gets the carry, trucks past Ingram, going down the sideline, and they are in borderline field goal range here. Our defense needs to make a play. It's clear the Commanders are in field position mode here, and Robinson will get caught in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. Jesse Byers in to make the stop. 3rd and 8. Big play here. Are they just going to run it for field position? They will, and they're, oh my gosh. 1st down and more. I shouldn't have pass committed. I pass committed. That's why the blocking was so good. They're just going to go for the field goal now. I think like 3rd and 8, and I'm like, oh, pass commit. It's just kind of like muscle memory, but not in this situation when they're in field goal range. You know what I mean? That was my mistake. Also, I just got taken out of the play, but Kirk Banks He's not a run-stopping linebacker. Commanders will win in overtime. Brutal way to go out. Inaccurate throw on third down from Eli Palmer when Bowman was open. And then just the 3rd and 8 run play. If we had got that stop, it was still a long enough field goal where maybe it doesn't go their way, you know. For the most part, Eli Palmer had a great game. The interception was just... I tried to throw a loft and Madden threw a bullet. I don't really show them in the episodes, but he did have, several inaccurate throws. The biggest one, obviously, on that 3rd down in overtime. Fred Grimes ends up with a pretty solid game. Lovelock probably should have given him, 3 to 5 more carries. Burgess, 14 for 191 and a touchdown, of course, had the fumble that I guess it shows in the... No, it doesn't show anywhere. Lovelock, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bowman, 36 yards and a touchdown. But clearly, we ran through 2 players today, and they both showed up very well. Cooper allowed a sack. I guess they didn't assign the one to Hall since he didn't block him. That one I think was on me anyway, though. 3 TFLs and a sack for Raheem McKinney. 2 TFLs and a sack for Richardson. Means he's getting 10,000 XP, which you love to see. Danny Goodrich, of course, with the 90-yard pick 6. Matthias was good on the 1 field goal we asked him to attempt in this game. Oh, man. What a week 1 game. Coming out with a loss is obviously unfortunate, but geez, what a fun game that was. You can't ask for more from, a big-time week 1 matchup. Jalen Hurts starting over Carson Wentz, which is just really funny if you ask me, was awesome in that game. Was awesome in that game for sure. Had, of course, the pick 6, but other than that, he was carving us up. Told you I'm here to be great. Yeah, let's go. Can he get the second scenario and get up to superstar dev here in week 2? That would be massive. I guess we'll have to see. Key to victory. We were victorious. And the run game is kind of what screwed us in the end. Apart from, me. I also screwed us in the end a little bit as well. So, tough loss, but a really fun game. I had a blast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. Super high scoring. But Eli Palmer had his best game, so can't be mad about that. In terms of kind of just watching him to see if he can take the next step and maybe convince us not to get a quarterback in this next draft. If Caleb Richardson has a game similar to what he had last week, he will get superstar dev. Jesse Byers also has an opportunity to break out. Man, this is the kind of game that you want to play in, but we play one and we sim one, and I typically like to play week 1. Johnny Lovelock had a good game last episode too. I don't know what he's mad about. He was killing it. Deacon Burgess gets 2,500 XP. We want Lovelock to get 150 receiving yards. From the slot, he might in these simulated games. Let's upgrade some players. Caleb Richardson has 2 upgrades. You'll love to see it. Let's get power moves up to 85 plus. That just seems like a good move here. And then let's get him a run stopper upgrade as well. And gets a couple block shed. Perfect. That's the kind of upgrades you want to see here early. In terms of weekly strategy for this game, I'm thinking we stop. Yeah, let's try to stop Josh Jacobs and maybe force him to throw it more. Let's throw it medium in this game. Now let's get this underway. In terms of the upgrades, Mills is out. Guess we're not gonna have the logo for the last part of this episode. Is fine. I have to check something on my phone real quick, but here we go. Week 2. Let's get the upgrades. Let's get this game underway. Cole Byers, I want to get him into the 70s for pass rush, for power moves, excuse me, which he will get here. He'll also get 99 base strength, because that will give him a 3rd pass rush bar, which is a big deal. Kendrick Ingram here. We'll do field general for him. And these last 2 we will just allow to upgrade themselves. Let's get into this game against the Vegas Raiders. We're supposed to be simulating this game. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Let's just take a knee and then simulate out the rest of this game. Thursday night game, Super Sim. Can we get a win against the Raiders for the first win of the season? We'll start with a touchdown drive. You love to see that. Raiders respond with 3 and another 3, but we will have an 8-point lead. Raiders will trim it and actually take the lead prior to halftime and extend it to a 2-score lead. 1-score game here, and we're driving, but we can't finish it. Down 9, down 2, but that is how we will finish this game. We've now lost our 2 games by a combined 5 points. But Eli Palmer has started the season, pretty well. 24 for 40 is not great, 287 yards, but 3 touchdowns, no picks. Solid game from Grimes. Johnny Lovelock led us in receiving today. Deacon Burgess was only 3 for 56. That's what I don't love about the throw at medium. It seems like Deacon Burgess doesn't have as good of games as I would want. David Cooper having a tough start to his career. No TFLs and 1 sack, so no superstar for Caleb Von Richardson, and it doesn't look like Jesse Byers will get his upgrade either. So 0 for 2 on the breakouts this week is rough. A loss also rough, but still I think a pretty fun episode all in all. Hard to be upset with the progress you've made. Yeah, don't worry, dude. You're solid. Caleb Vaughn's solid. I'm not worried about Caleb Vaughn. Let's do this last scenario here. I don't know. 100 yards and a touchdown seems like a good game to me. I think they need to rework that tandem breakout thing. But that'll be it for episode 1 of season 2. I guess episode 12 overall. I'll do this off air, but got a New York and LA episode coming up soon. That will be out sometime shortly, and I will see you then.